Have you ever wondered why the early bird catches the worm? It's an age-old adage that we've all heard countless times, yet its relevance in our fast-paced modern world remains undiminished. Let's confidently unravel the mystery of the early bird. Picture this: the world is still, the air is fresh, and the energy and excitement of the day has not yet begun. It's the quiet hours of dawn, the realm of the early risers. While the rest of the world sleeps, these individuals are up and about, seizing the day before the sun even graces the sky. And what exactly do they gain from this? Well, according to the wisdom of Benjamin Franklin, they gain health, wealth, and wisdom. As he famously quoted, "Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise." But is it all just about these three W's? Science seems to agree with Franklin. Studies have shown that early risers are more proactive, better planners, and generally more optimistic. They have a head start on the day, giving them time to strategize, plan, and prepare for whatever challenges may come their way. It's like they're running a race, and they've started before the gun even goes off. And it's not just about productivity. Waking up early also gives you a chance to enjoy a few quiet moments of solitude, to reflect and recharge before the world wakes up. It's a time to nurture your mind, body, and spirit, to cultivate inner peace and optimism that will fuel your day. Throughout history, many of the world's most successful people have been early risers. From world leaders to innovators, artists to athletes, the early bird ethos is a common thread that weaves through their diverse narratives. But is it all just about being healthy, wealthy, and wise, or is there more to the story? By unraveling the enigma of the early bird, we unearth a wealth of hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. So buckle up, and let's embark on this journey of discovery together. To illustrate, consider the lives of two individuals: Ezra, the night owl, and Emily, the early riser. Ezra, our nocturnal friend, is a man of the moon. He thrives in the quiet stillness of the night, taking solace in the solitude as he meanders through his tasks. He's convinced that the world's best ideas come under the glow of the stars. However, his health tells a different story. Ezra often complains of fatigue, his relationships, strain under his offbeat schedule, and his productivity, while seemingly high at night, tends to taper off as the day progresses. His day is a series of caffeine-fueled highs and energy-draining lows, an unending roller coaster that leaves him feeling spent. Now, let's shift our gaze to Emily, our early riser. Emily greets the sunrise with a smile. She revels in the tranquil morning hours, finding joy in the chirping of the birds and the soft golden light of dawn. She starts her day with a brisk walk, a healthy breakfast, and a clear mind, ready to tackle the day's challenges. Emily's productivity levels remain consistent throughout the day. Her health is robust, and her relationships thrive. She sleeps soundly at night, waking up refreshed and ready to seize the day every day. While Ezra struggles to keep up with the world, Emily is always a step ahead. She has the time to savor her morning coffee, to nurture her relationships, and to maintain her health, all while staying on top of her work. Emily and Ezra live in the same world, have the same 24 hours in a day, yet their experiences couldn't be more different. Ezra is constantly trying to catch up while Emily is setting the pace. Their lives are a testament to the power of our daily routines and how they shape our lives. So what makes Emily's life seemingly more efficient than Ezra's? Could it be the magic of the early morning hours? As it turns out, there's a science behind the magic of waking up early. It's not just about seizing the day, it's about optimizing our brain's potential and our overall well-being. Let's start with the concept of the circadian rhythm, our body's internal clock that regulates our sleep-wake cycle. This rhythm is naturally inclined towards early rising and retiring. When we align our sleep schedule with this rhythm, we're essentially setting ourselves up for a more alert and productive day. Think of it as tuning an instrument to its optimal pitch. Now, let's look at the brain. In the early hours, our brain is like a blank canvas, fresh and clear from a good night's rest. This is the prime time for activities that require deep focus and creativity. In fact, a study from the University of Sussex found that people are at their most alert approximately 2.5 hours after waking. So, if you rise with the sun, you're likely hitting your cognitive peak while others are still hitting the snooze button. And what about mental health? Well, research from the University of Colorado Boulder suggests that early risers may have a lower risk of suffering from mental health disorders. The tranquility of the early morning can provide a sense of peace and a time for reflection, setting a positive tone for the rest of the day. And we can't overlook the benefits to our physical health. Waking up early promotes healthier eating habits. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who wake up late tend to skip breakfast and eat more at irregular hours, which can lead to weight gain and other health issues. Finally, an early start can lead to increased productivity and success. A survey by the Harvard Business Review found that CEOs often rise before 6 in the morning. In the quiet, uninterrupted hours of the morning, they're able to plan their day, catch up on emails, or even squeeze in a workout. So, science does seem to favor the early bird. But how can we harness this power in our own lives? The lessons we learn from Emily, our early bird, are simple yet profoundly impactful. Like the story of the sun that rises each day, Jane's story is a testament to the power of consistency, discipline, and time management. Let's start with discipline. Emily didn't just wake up early on a whim. It was a conscious decision, a commitment she made to herself, and it wasn't always easy. There were days when the comfort of her bed tempted her to hit the snooze button, to slip back into the realm of dreams, but each time she chose to rise. Each time she chose discipline over comfort. And this, dear listeners, is the power of discipline. It's about making a commitment and sticking to it even when it's not easy. Next, we have time management. Waking up early gave Emily an advantage, the gift of time. While the rest of the world was still asleep, she was already awake, seizing the day. Emily was able to accomplish so much more, not because she had more hours in her day, but because she used those hours wisely. Time, as they say, waits for no one. But for those who master the art of time management, every moment becomes an opportunity. Lastly, the power of routine. Emily's early mornings weren't a one-off. They were a part of her routine, a rhythm she had woven into the fabric of her life. And this routine, like the steady beat of a drum, kept her on track. It provided structure, stability, and a sense of control. It was the backbone of her success. So you see, the lessons from Emily, our early bird, extend far beyond just waking up early. They are lessons about discipline, about time management, and about the power of routines. They are lessons about life. It seems the early bird not only gets the worm, but also a whole lot more. Now that we understand the benefits and lessons, how can we too embrace the early bird lifestyle? First and foremost, it's all about setting a routine and sticking to it. Like any new habit, it might feel challenging at first, but with consistency, it becomes second nature. Start by setting your alarm clock a little earlier each day. You don't have to leap from waking up at 8 to waking at 5. Small, manageable increments are the key. Next, prepare for your morning the night before. This might mean laying out your clothes, preparing breakfast, or planning your morning tasks. By doing this, you eliminate the stress of decision-making in the early hours, making it easier to get up and get moving. However, we know that challenges are bound to arise. You might hit the snooze button one too many times or find it hard to get out of bed when it's still dark outside. This is where resilience comes in. Remember the tale of Ezra and Emily? Emily didn't become an early riser overnight. It took her time, consistency, and a lot of determination. So, when you face these challenges, remind yourself of why you started this journey. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The allure of late-night activities. To become an early bird, you might need to make some sacrifices. This could mean turning off the television earlier or saying no to late-night social events. But remember, every sacrifice is an investment in your future self. Lastly, and likely the most forgotten, celebrate your successes. Each morning you wake up early is a victory worth celebrating. This not only reinforces your new habit, but also boosts your motivation to continue. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to revisit the benefits of this lifestyle. Improved concentration, better mental health, increased productivity, and the life lessons of discipline, time management, and the power of routine. Remember, the journey of an early riser begins with a single sunrise.